Hello, I'm Shelley Rothis, and I'm a different kind of victim. Wow, had a really rough week. Well, eh. Well, today's topic is going to be sloppy, hypocritical ageism. Oh, this is going to be a good one. So, we remember when we talk about kids as to talking about childlike behavior. Like, let's see. I remember when I was in elementary school and they called me the cooties girl. Well, you know what? Adults are just as bad as what we say children are. But then again, there are so many more children that are much more respectable. Actually, me and my friend Nina were talking today, and it was, quite interesting. We both expected that when we moved to a senior community, is that it would be more relaxed and people would be friendly and respectable. No. Actually, the deputy that I work with that knows me actually even told me, he said, most retirement communities are filled with people that have nothing better to do than cause trouble. And they're worse than what we say high school kids do. He is absolutely correct. I'm going to tell you an example of what happened today. Oh my goodness. So I'll give an example of how we see children and how they act. So, okay, say brother and sister. The brother tells the sister that her hair is ugly. And they go to the mom, the sister does. Mommy, Jimmy said that my hair is ugly. Well, guess what? Oh my goodness, I just watched it myself. Except adults are even worse. Because guess what? They make up so many lies. Like I've stated, it's very hard for me to come up with lies, as I've proven. And let's see, if I could come up with a lie right now. Well, you know what? I'll give them one that they can spread about me now. Okay, this is a lie that they can spread about me. I like to stick my finger up my butt, and I like to sniff it. Okay, anyways, so I get a call from the office because it has to do with my lease and just something I had to sign. So I go to the office, and guess what I see? I discussed Mickey's ex and the situation that happened recently that I had given proof based upon what an assoholic is. Well, I take it that cult leader didn't quite like that I had called her out on her BS, because she ended up getting what? Her cult members involved. So she's pretty pissed that, hey, it's not my fault that she made a dumbass out of herself and showed her true colors and voice and proof of it and evidence. They have no evidence on me because I didn't do anything to them to harm them. So they had to conjure up their own little BS, and they went to the management office today. Oh my goodness. The sister and Mickey's ex were in there, and then I go in there and they told me that I called her the N-word. I'm like, what? I don't even talk to Margaret, and Margaret won't even talk to me when she's around others because she's not allowed to. Her sister controls her and says she's not allowed to talk to me. So anyways, I'm like, whoa. I said, they said, well, there's witnesses. They said there's witnesses. Yeah, the witnesses, I said, you realize that the victim is usually outnumbered, because that's how cult clans work. They go out to get others to lie with them. It's the same pattern in any type of abuse. That's exactly what happened online with me. There's the cult leader. He calls out to this person, boom, boom, boom. Say this, she did this, say it, agree with that, she said it, or she did this or that. Oh my goodness. And you would think that adults are, more respectable and wouldn't do such cruel things. So the management, when they said that, I was like, really? I said, well, let's just call it out right now. Guess what? The N-word, that would be an insult to say to somebody who is the color of African American, and Margaret is not that. She's actually Irish. They said I called her. I said, well, first of all, I don't use that as an insult to people. If I was gonna call her anything, I would call her a cunt or a bitch. And actually, she called me a bitch twice today, under her breath. And when I was walking by, it was just her. And she's not African American. She's Irish. There's no, so why would I call her the N-word? And even the management was like, the management already knows basically what's going on here. So nice try, guys. Going to, mommy, she called me the N-word. I'm just making it up, but I want your pity. Well, it's like my friend Nina said, they're trying at all ways they can to take me down. And they're losing every single time. Yes, the truth usually doesn't win. But when you have evidence, boy, that's me. I like to have evidence. And boy, did I have it with the recent situation. Just that voice recording of the Assoholic and the BS that they came up with. So obvious. So nice try, guys. Maybe you should, cry out to some other people, She called me the name, Margaret called me a name today twice. I barely heard, but I didn't pay attention because I don't even want to look at them. They disgust me, so I just kind of walked past her. I put my head down, so I didn't want to look at them because they're so disgusting to me and despicable. They're not worth my time of day. So she actually called me a bitch. I guess I could go and be so sad about that. Like, get a freaking life. You guys are just jealous of me because you guys aren't getting to me. And like my friend Nina said, they're going to conjure up more and more, just like in any type of abuse, with any situation. If the abuser doesn't get to their victim and get that power and control, they step it up. That brings me to my friend Beth. She even told me she, with the situation with Mickey, why he stays and chooses to stay in a toxic relationship is basically, like I had explained, that the assoholic and the victim can relate to each other, as to getting used to that in a way where you just normalize it. So Mickey is used to being around toxic people that he doesn't even know what it's like to have a relationship that he can have freely without having somebody have control over him as for his choices as for having a relationship. So that's why I had chosen to end all contact, not even saying hello, anything with Mickey, because just like in any abuse pattern, the abuser chooses who that victim is closest to in order to try to keep and maintain control over that victim and keep the abuse to continue. And as my friend Nina says, and everybody else that actually is going by the truth, they realize that Mickey is making that choice to engage and enable that abuse. And that's something I have to accept. I did love him. He's the first man I loved. But I have to accept that he's making that choice to engage and enable that abuse cycle to continue. So, as for the little crybabies, your little efforts of crying to the management today didn't quite work. Yeah, let's see. Let's think of something else that they could say about me. Oh, I have red flashing lights, and I'm going to be riding my bike down, the street with a red flashing light. So you know what that means, I'm a you-know-what, So, they came up with that I'm a lesbian when I first moved here before even knowing me, because I dyed my hair different colors. But, maybe this will be a good one, I don't know how much I should charge, it's like I have a red flashing light, so maybe they could spread rumors about that. So, sloppy, hypocritical ageism. You choose to be an asshole. It has nothing to do with age. It's having an evil heart, enjoying doing cruel and despicable things. I myself don't understand it. I don't see joy in causing harm to others, but I guess certain people do. But that's just how it is. It's not something, like I said, a victim can actually explain, especially if they have a good heart and don't enjoy intentionally harming other people. So, nice try, guys, to you assoholics who tried to conjure up some bullshit lies because you couldn't win doing the other stuff. So, again, sloppy, hypocritical ageism. This is proof right here. That is it for today. I'm Shelley Rothis. I'm a different kind of victim. See you next time.